Damn stickers. Sorry, just hate these fucking stickers. Fucking stickers! Stickers! Especially hate it when you get like an old movie and you got the old ass sticker that's been on there for like years, so it just falls apart, pain in the ass. Get off the top of my Patriot tape, you stupid stickers. You're probably looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I just don't like stickers. Sorry. Stickers suck. Anyway, I leave the B on there because it's a B movie. Perfect. Called The Patriot. Fight for freedom on the ocean floor. The Patriot. From Lieutenant Matt Ryder, the war never ended. Starring Leslie Nielsen, Greg Henry, Jeff Conway, Michael J. Pollard, and Simon Griffith. In this thrilling action adventure, The Patriot. Henry is Matt Ryder, a fearless ex-Navy SEAL, Sea, Air, Land, and Commando. Surrounded by the military for a deadly mission. Summoned by the military for a deadly mission. Summoned by the military for a deadly mission. His task: stop 4 terrorists who run an elaborate underwater smuggling outfit. Then intercept nuclear warheads on en route to an nearby government installation. Nielsen and Conway, the military commanders who clashed over Ryder's ability to combat the terrorists. Stack Pierce, War Games, is a sadistic ringleader of the deep sea larcenists, and lovely Simone Griffith is Ryder's strong-willed ex-lover and fellow naval officer who risks her life to rekindle the relationship. Backed by a powerful arsenal of sophisticated underwater weaponry, Ryder puts his life on the line to halt the impending terror on the ocean floor, as the Patriot now faces his most dangerous mission of all. Yes, I admit this idea is silly. Underwater smuggling, and but it's a decent idea. The fact, if it had a better budget, the whole underwater scenes would be more effective. But since it doesn't, it falls flat on its face. But even with all its problems, low budget bullshit, it's just one of these cheesy movies, direct to video that honestly I could watch again rather than Steven Seagal's The Patriot. Because this has more action in it than Steven Seagal's The Patriot. And I'm not kidding, it really does. Hey, no action in it. It's a shit movie. That worked. Next, the film I got. No, I don't have the original box, but it is the other Red Heat. Red Heat. No, it's not Red Heat. It's fucking James Belushi and Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's Red Heat with Linda Blair. Yes, there was a Red Heat movie that came out before that movie, and it stars Linda Blair. So picked it up, and that was pretty hard to find, not a DVD. I like Linda Blair, curious about it. So now I can say I have both Red Heat movies. I don't think everybody can say that, because the other Red Heat is pretty hard to find. Next one is an underrated sequel that gets shit on. I'll talk more about it in the BS cast. I didn't even know what this movie was because it was in this box at the first store, and I'm like, what the hell is it? Let's see. I know the tape, and then I'm like, Fright Night Part 2! The original live release of Fright Night Part 2. The fact that I found a VHS tape is good enough because this DVD is out of print hella hard to find. So, the fact that it even found it on any format is lucky. So, Fright Night Part 2, I enjoy the sequel, sue me. One of the better sequels out there, in my opinion. It gets shit on. I don't know why. It's not original. But whatever. Fuck that. It's entertaining. Except for that bullshit opening where it was just a dream. It was a nightmare. It was never happened, Charlie. There's no such thing as vampires. There's no such thing as vampires. Yeah, really, Charlie. Really? Really, Brewster? No. But Friday Night Part 2 is a very fun film. Next one is a film that I don't have all the Angel films, but I'm close now. Yeah. Angel 3, Pilot Chapter. All of my Angel films are on these shitty Star Maker releases, but they work. So I don't really care. Angel spent years making men happy. Now it's time to make them pay. You may be able to take the angel out of the streets, but
but you can't take the streaks out of the angel. Dress her up, give her high-paying job assignments, carpet their apartment, but deep down inside is a bird just waiting to have her feathers ruffled. And when that happens, watch out. She's still as driven, still as cunning, and she still packs a .38 that refuses to take no for an answer. Angel returns to the street in an effort to find her missing sister, and while undercover it discovers that a high-powered Madame Maud Adams is running a white slavery ring with a man named Mahajan. When Angel discovers that her sister is in her hands and due to be sold, she races desperately to unravel the intricate workings of the slavery network. The clock is ticking. The slave is small rat and the madam is liquidating her stock. The stage is set for a furious and action-packed conclusion to Angel 3. Whew! I'm cheesy. But I did watch. I listened to like the end credits song. I'm like, that's not too bad. So I don't know. I haven't seen Angel films yet, but I have the first 3. There's a 4th one out there. I just don't have it. I don't know if I'll ever get it. So, but you know, whatever. Next up is a film that I always wanted to see: Lorenzo Lamas, Night Warrior. His violence is your addiction. He'll kick you like a bad habit. Set against the steamy and bizarre Los Angeles inner city back streets is the brutal world of illegal kickboxing, known as human cockfights. Here, Miles King, Lorenzo Lamas, is one fight away from financial freedom in his quest to buy a respectable nightclub and repay the loan to his promoter, Lynch, Nigiri. But Lynch, who is heavily in debt, let the Korean gangster consort him. Re-engages on his promises after Miles wins a fight. He pleads with Miles to fight the Korean contender, but Miles refuses. Now Miles is framed and hunted as the prime suspect in the murder. His girlfriend, Kathleen Kinmont, is kidnapped and threatened not to be released alive until Miles agrees to fight. Miles frames again, but Lynch cannot let either one of them live since they've discovered that he's the murderer. In the final confrontation, Miles must face overwhelming odds in the fight of his life. Well, I want to see it. I like the trailer. It looks promising. So, Night of the Warrior for Lorenzo Lamas. Bid mark release. We're almost done, folks. Just hang in there. Next up is a movie called Wind. Yeah, Wind. Starring Matthew Modine and Jennifer Grey. The only thing better than winning the America's Cup is losing it and winning it back. Matthew Modine, Jennifer Grey, and Cliff Robertson star in this heart-racing adventure about a brash young sailor who breaks his tradition in his quest to reclaim America's Cup for the U.S. Stunning cinematography puts you at the center of strategic sea battles as Will Parker, Modine, and Kate Bass Gray take on the arrogant Australian sailor, Jack Thompson, for the coveted cup, interwoven with thrilling race sequences and a classic story of two people separated by personal ambition and reunited by a shared dream. Carol Ballard, an acclaimed director of Black Stallion and Never Cry Wolf, makes cinema history again with this soaring story that takes you into the world's greatest race and nature's strongest force. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime achievement. Wind is an exhilarating experience. That'd be interesting. I mean, executive produced by our Francis Cole Prompila and Fred Fuchs, who also were involved with one of my favorite films, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and then also scored by Basil Poledouris, did RoboCop, and this idea that, interesting to see a movie about competitive, sailing. I don't know, I've never seen something like that, so I'll give it a shot. I do have a movie called Wind Rider, too, so it'd be interesting. Wind Rider and Wind, see what they're like. This one is a movie called The Crush. Yeah, I know, The Crush. Yes, I know, dumbass movie with Alicia Silverstone, Kurtwood Smith, Jennifer Rubin, and Carrie Elves. She was just thought it was just a crush. He was dead wrong. Just seeing Alicia Silverstone flip out and try to act crazy is well worth the watch for me. It's one of those movies that is a guilty pleasure because it is so shitty, but I laugh my ass. It's like a comedy to me. It's not scary. It's a comedy. Just to see Alicia Silverstone try to act like a crazy bitch is hilarious. And, cutting up the character. A man who should know better. A much younger teenager No way there should be any kind of romance between them. Yet from the moment 14-year-old Darian met Nick, she was crazy about him. It must be something she can say. It must be something she can do. Some way she could show him this is not just a crush. What can she do? What won't she do? Romantic obsession is a higher consequences than crush. Spence Fuller starring Carrie Elwes, Jennifer Grubin, and then movie newcomer Alicia Silverstone. Elwes plays Nick, who is at first flattered by the girl's flirtation and is gripped by fear, because what Darian wants, Darian gets. If she can't have her Mr. Right, no one can. Basically, Alicia Silverstone trying to act like a 14-year-old. Sorry! I think you're much older than 14 by the time the movie came out. Alicia? Just stylish, stupid garbage from the 90s horror garbage, but you know, I've seen worse than The Crush. Next up, a movie called Project X. Matthew Broderick and Project X. Yes, Matthew Broderick and his pet monkey. I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, the idea just sounds silly to me. I'm sorry. Together, they fought the U.S. Air Force. When a young chimpanzee named Virgil was drafted to take part in a deadly military experiment, he has only his own wits to fall back on. Luckily, his wits are considerable. With the help of would-be pilot Matthew Broderick and expert chimp teacher Helen Hunt, Virgil and his fellow chimps pit themselves against U.S. military might in a desperate attempt to save themselves from certain destruction. Directed by Jonathan Kaplan. Project X blends exciting adventure with a biting political commentary. It's a movie of primates of all ages we'll throw to and love. I just don't know. It sounds like a silly idea to me. But I love Matthew Broderick, so hey, give it a shot. But Matt was talking about it before, and good scenes with monkeys and shit, and they are kind of treated bad, but give it a shot, that's for sure. Project X. Next up is a movie, I don't know why I bought it, this movie's horrible. Forgive me. It's because it's hard to find. And it's the original MCA release, and it was 50 cents. The one I'm talking about, the movie in question, is a film which featured very early special effects by Stan Winston, and I did catch on TV one time and didn't care for it that much then. It's a film called Heartbeeps, and I even own the novel. How pathetic is that? Yes, there is a book. There is a book for Heartbeeps, and I own